If chaos is your thing and you want to use Nova Bombs after Nova Bombs after Nova Bombs, then you came to the right place, fellas. I present to you the Voidwalker tank. This build allows you to play aggressive without a constant fear of death to millions of mobs. Let's get into the build, shall we? For the abilities, Rift and Strafe are personal preference, and going to the melee is the Pocket Singularity, a ball of void energy that explodes near target and makes them volatile. Enemies affected by this unstable energy will explode upon taking additional damage, going kaboom. And for the grenade, we have the Scatter Grenade to finish off with the abilities. For the aspects, we're looking at Child of the Old Gods. Casting your Rift creates a Void Soul that targets and drains the energy of enemies you damage. When the target is being drained, it grants melee and grenade energy back. For the second aspect, we're looking at Defeat of Void, essential for our central piece of build. Defeat a target with a Void ability to activate Devour. While Devour is active, final blows on enemies will refresh the timer and heal you instantly for maximum survivability. Moving on to fragments. Echo of Cessation is our first fragment. Finisher creates a burst of void damage that makes surrounding combatants volatile. Defeating them creates a void breach, which synergizes perfectly with Echo of Starvation, a fragment that grants Devour upon collecting a void breach or an orb of power. See where I'm going with this? For the third fragment, Echo of Reprisal, final blows while surrounded grant you super energy, and finally Echo of Persistence, a fragment that increases the duration of our Devour buff to 15 seconds. Volatile Flow that grants you volatile rounds to our void weapon upon collecting an orb of power. This build is crazy. The weapon of choice is the Funnel Web SMG, the only SMG I had with void, and is a void weapon that synergizes with the Nezarec exotic helmet. The exotic perk, Abyssal Extractors, increases ability energy recharge rate on void damage kills. Let's look at the mods now. For the helmet, we have Ashes to Assets to gain super energy on grenade kills, Font of Wisdom to gain bonus to intellect, while we have the Armor Charges Stack and Harmonic Cipher. Rapid Void Weapon Final Blows will create an Orb of Power. Basically, we create orbs from everything, lads. For the gloves, we look at the Double Stack of Grenade Kickstart to gain grenade energy back in exchange of armor stacks, which we're gonna have plenty of. And Font of Focus for additional discipline energy recharge rate. Moving into the chest, a double stack of Charged Up to increase the number of armor charges available since we are collecting a ton of orbs. And finally, Emergency Reinforcement. Gain damage reduction when shields are depleted. For the boots, we're looking at Absolution to reduce cooldowns even more when collecting orbs of power, paired with Innervation for extra grenade recharge rate. And finally, Void Surge. When you have armor charges, your void weapon gains an increase in damage. What do you even need more? And lastly, we look at Utility Kickstart for extra class ability energy and time dilation to increase the duration of your armor. Last slot is a personal preference with maybe a grenade cooldown reduction mod such as the Bomber. And there you have it, guys. A crazy build that synergizes with your void weapon, synergizes with the subclass abilities, synergizes with the Nezarec Sin exotic perk. Everything comes together beautifully to create an absolute tank of an assassin. Every time you land a final blow, you create an orb of power. Once you get the Orb of Power, you will instantly have Devour up, and you will also get the Armor Charges, which we have multiple stacks of. Once you have those, you'll use your grenade, and your grenade is gonna grant you more Devour. It's gonna get back your energy in exchange of armor stacks. Then you will be using a finisher. You will make every combatant nearby volatile. Then when you shoot them with your volatile rounds, everything is just gonna explode like bloody balloons. A very, very synergistic build. You gain volatile rounds from multiple perks, from the volatile flow on your artifacts, you get it from the fragments, you have Eco Starvation, you get Devour. In case you don't have any abilities at your disposal, you can pick up a Void Breach from defeating volatile combatants. Usually what will happen, you will see around the field you have multiple orbs of power and multiple Void Breaches, so you'll constantly have Devour up. And just to be on the safe side, you'll also loop it with the Emergency Reinforcement, so if by any chance you lose your shields, you will gain a temporary damage reduction by consuming 3 stacks. And this is basically a rinse and repeat. If you don't like to sit in the back, also scout the mobs down, you can just go in, charge like crazy, and destroy everything. Although I haven't tested this, some of the most hardest content, but I did test it in Nightfall and it was pretty successful. So you have a look at the build, you make it for yourself. I'm not going to put up a DIM link or dim link or whatever. Just don't be lazy. Copy it if you don't have it. It's very easy. I'll put a screenshot at the end of the video so you can copy the exact build if you want to. Anyway, that's it for me. That's it for the video. Leave a like, comment if you have any better builds or if you can make this one better so I can give that a try. And I'll see you lads in the next video. Peace out.